Supposed to be a documentary coming out today. Obviously everything was documented. The reason why we filmed everything when that situation popped off was because if the police asked any questions, obviously we would show them how everything happened, and nothing actually happened the way everyone thinks it happened. Yeah. Big massive story. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, offering me big money. When I say offering me big money, like they've been offering me big money for this story. You know why? Because no one has ever been napped for 4 days straight. This kid was held down and tied up, and a lot of things happened to this kid, yeah? But I give it to him. He held strong, and all he kept thinking about was his family. And there was a lot of threats made that night, in those 4 nights, in order for them to secure what they wanted. And obviously everyone's asking a lot of questions, and I'll answer all your questions, but this documentary that we put together is not going to be coming out on YouTube tonight due to circumstances that how do I put it? If I put it out, I will sell myself short, because the amount of money that's been offered to me for this little doco that I put together on what happened, there's no need for me to put it on YouTube. Why put it on YouTube when I can make my $1 million legitimately in 1 year, giving it to someone that can tell the story in a professional manner. You know what I mean? Hey!
Six. Thanks for coming.
Pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
I'm live. Say hello, everyone. Emmanuel. Nice to meet you too. How you going? Emmanuel. High five. That's it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, look. You know, like, when I say I got hammered, literally got hammered by everyone, like, wanting to speak to me. But I pretty much, I live my everyday normal, you know. Obviously, I walk around in a hoodie and hat because I don't want to be harassed by the media. But I was saying to one of the media people that reached out to me, you guys paid $250,000 to Chappelle Colby for a shitty bum charge that she had in Bali, where she got caught with marijuana inside her luggage, yeah? The only reason why Chappelle Colby got hyped was because she was pretty. A good looking Aussie girl. Yes, she was Aussie. Got caught with a bag, up in Bali, and she did a few years. And that's the only reason why she got that hype. And as soon as she came back, her story got sold, and from what I hear, she got $250,000. Her story is nothing compared to this kid's story. George, the one who got napped, yeah? This guy went through hell. He thought it was his last days on earth, but he stuck strong, you know? And everyone who's been talking a lot of shit on my comments, about, snitching, about, about us not being the ones who found him. Like, if you don't know what happened, then shut your mouth, alright? There's a big thing that's coming out. Like, people like, my docu's been showed to some big people in America, and they literally sat down and said they need to speak to, their legal teams to figure out how they're gonna navigate their way around a situation like this. You know why? Because no one has ever done what me and the boys did, yeah? Me and the boys, we went 3 days without sleep, and it wasn't just me. I wasn't the one, like everyone's yelling my name saying good on ya for what you did, yeah? But the thing is this, it wasn't just me. It was a team effort. This team went without sleep for 3 freaking days, yeah? And when I say no sleep, you're going to see all the boys literally on the nod, trying to stay up, waiting for demands that didn't come. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reason why I didn't release it on YouTube today, because with all the hype that's going on around this, I just thought, you know what? If I release it, the family is going to be in that position where they're like far out, like he's more necessary attention, he's more unneeded attention. Like the family just want to settle down and live the rest of their life peacefully, you know what I mean? But I give it to this boy George, like, man, he did go through some trauma, and he did go through a lot of, when these guys were, had him tied down. And obviously, I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I'm going to let him speak for himself. All right. So to every cop that's out there watching my live right now, waiting for this documentary to come out, to every, media channel that's watching my live right now thinking that I'm going to release this documentary, and so something, it's not happening, all right? And it's not because I don't want it to happen. It's because I'm thinking of the family. And if I release this thing to all you freaking idiots out there that don't know nothing about nothing, I did not meet up with anyone and shake their hand. I did not meet up with anyone and mediate the situation so that I could secure the freedom of the brother George. Nah. I didn't meet up with no one. Everything happened a certain way, yeah? The kidnappers, they sent an encrypted phone, and that's how I was liaising with them. Woo! Yeah, the boys! And obviously, I was following the instructions from the guys who kidnapped them, and everything that I did it in a way where the repercussions wouldn't come back to harm myself, my family, or the circle that I was in. All of you guys know. Like, we don't care about fire. My team and I, like, we take it on, front on. Like, but it's not about that. It was about securing the brother. And throughout the whole thing, I was explaining to the younger generation, you know, that this is what's going to happen if you keep going down the road you're going. Everything that I documented, it's not going to harm the guys that were involved in this, like the kidnappers and all that. I didn't know anything about them. And to all the idiots that were saying, yeah, maybe Triggz is behind it, he set this up, it's a movie so he can get away with all this money that was apparently handed over. Like, get over yourself. You're so bored. You're just talking rubbish. My thing is, I'm here having fun with my family, and the story that needs to be told, it will be told, and the doco that's going to be released will be released. But the massive freaking platforms that reached out to me, this is the reason why I held off on it. I was like, fuck it. I put it in front of them, and all of them were so shocked. Everyone was like, what the hell is this? We've never seen this ever, you know? Not in Australia. I know for a fact that a situation like this happened in Mexico, yeah? But here in Australia, this has never happened. And I'm not trying to belittle the cops whatsoever. The cops, you know, they did what they did to try to get George, but obviously we were in the same position the police were. We didn't get any demands, and the police didn't get any information either. So we were sitting there for 2 days trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But eventually the demands came after the encrypted phone was passed on. And let me tell you something. This thing was so big that it was something that was worldwide. I think one big thing that everybody needs to know is that the young brother who got napped, it wasn't him that was supposed to be taken. It was wrong identity. The person that was supposed to be taken they actually similar. Yeah. Look, I know you guys might be thinking, oh yeah, stuff the police, they didn't do their job. I'm not even about that. Yeah, I hate corrupt cops. The cops were waiting for the family to get information. The only issue was the family didn't have any information. So the family was sitting there thinking, all right, this is the era of technology. If a car came and grabbed our family member, what's going to happen? You're going to follow the other camera footages on all the other houses. So the family was thinking that the police were going to find George within a matter of hours. Obviously, when this didn't happen, the brother Charlie reached out to me, you know, and then that's when I called the team together and we did what we needed to do to secure the brother. But we were also in the same position as police. We were getting no information and we were also getting no demands. So no one was asking for anything. But little did we know, what was going on in the background was something 10 times bigger than the actual napping. Like, there's a massive story behind it, yeah? And let me tell you something even better. People that were involved in this from overseas ended up declaring war on the guys that kidnapped George. This is how big this went. Like, I was freaking in the middle of mediating the freedom of young brother George, yet gangs from overseas, like, they were threatening the gang here in Australia who kidnapped young George, and then ended up being a big shit show because in this group was gangs from I think it was 4 different countries, yeah? And the reason why everyone was involved was because the person that was supposed to be taken, that guy was involved in criminal matters. Young George had nothing to do with it. So pretty much, the guys that were getting themselves involved were trying to ask the gang in Australia, let the kid go. He's an innocent kid. What the fuck's wrong with you? He's got the wrong guy. But the gang that was here in Australia didn't believe it. They believed that they had the right guy, so they kept holding on to him. But you know, when everybody was waiting for demands, this is the cops and this is us waiting for demands, yeah? The kidnappers, they were sending demands to the wrong family. So the family that they were sending demands to didn't know what they were going on about because they had all their family members intact. Mate, this is what I mean when I say how big this story is. It's so massive that you would think that it was a fake story that was scripted. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I didn't want to be a part of something like this because I'm on parole, yeah? My thing was, I just wanted to help secure the freedom of the young brother George. So I thought to myself, if I have to meet up with nappers and shake their hand and try to mediate the situation, then I'm not going to do it because that means I breached my parole. But because our phone was set to us in a secret location that we had to go and pick up, as soon as I entered the PIN number that they gave me, automatically I was in a group, and this group was 2 different groups who were sending demands. And yeah, the demand was they wanted $1 million. That was the demand. And this is the reason why there's so much hype around this. Yeah? It's because everybody wants to be in the know. And if I released this today, it would have just been wasted. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm not going to listen to the masses for the first time in my life. I'm going to do something sensible. And I'm going to freaking hand it over to professionals who can tell this story properly. Yeah, 100%. My wife was very worried, yeah. She was, I had to contact her and tell her what I was involved in, and then obviously I brought her down. Yeah. See, I've already got an idiot saying that we were behind it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. That's why I said I was telling everyone it wasn't just me who was involved in getting this young brother back. It was a team effort, and everyone that was involved got no sleep for 3 days. And I know for a fact that two of the people that were involved in helping secure this young brother's freedom, they're actually millionaires. Two people that were involved. They don't want to be on camera. They don't want to be known. But they are two guys who are very, very close to Charlie, yeah? And they are both legitimate businessmen who have big, massive companies. But the sad thing is the kidnappers actually got the wrong guy. Charlie and his brother had no issues with no one, never been involved in gang rubbish, never even dealt with gang-related people. So it was a shock to them and their family when this dropped onto their doorstep, you know what I mean? But the two people that were involved, who are also multimillionaires, who were helping try to secure their freedom, they said it simply: today we have important meetings that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but we cancelled our meetings because we want to help Charlie get his brother back. This is how close-knit their family is. That's what I'm saying. Everyone here is going, was the ransom paid? Why did you pay the ransom? Why this, why that? You just don't even know what happened. Why are you talking about it if you don't know what happened? That's what I said. When you see the documentary come out, then you're going to see exactly what happened. All the questions that you are asking are the same questions that the media were asking me. I just saw someone go, it was the last hour of the Assyrians that took him. But let me make something clear to you guys. I don't understand why everyone is so focused on what happened, you know, and was their money handed over? I don't know why everyone's focused on that. Everyone should be focused on the fact that an innocent man was taken, and the first thing that the police should have done is allow the media to do their job by letting them release the footage of the kid getting taken. That way, all the witnesses can help. The witnesses that saw this car could have helped secure his freedom earlier. Guys going, it got paid in crypto, it got paid in cash. Stop being storytellers. I have no moderators, so Corey, get the boys. Appreciate you, love yous.
Let's take her up. She wants to go up.
She wants to go up?
Yeah. Come on. James? Are they going up?
Hey?
They go up.
I'm not the one that's going to be releasing this doco. It's being dangled to the, when I say dangled to the platforms, I'm not talking about media. I'm talking about people that make movies and series. You know, these are the people that's offering up money. Yeah, the media channels are offering up money. I had a media channel today say to me, how much do you want, Triggz? That's what they said to me. You know, like,